Last week, 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, I call Lauren Michaels and I tell him, okay, I'll do it. I'll do Saturday Night Live on election night. And the day I made that phone call, the day I committed to it, it gets announced that Netflix is streaming Chappelle's show. Not just Netflix, HBO Max is streaming it too. Let me tell you another story about HBO. No, hear me out. Did you know, before Chappelle's show was at Comedy Central, I pitched that show to HBO. I told them what I wanted to do. Now, these are executives. All they have to do is say, yeah, we'll take it, or no, thank you, we won't. But they didn't say either of those things. They went too far. They said, literally, what do we need you for? That's what they told me, as they kicked me out of the office. What do we need you for? And here we are, all these years later, and they're streaming the very show that I was pitching to them. So I'm asking them, what do you need me for? That's why I like working for Netflix. I like working for Netflix because when all those bad things happened to me, that company didn't even exist. And when I found out they were streaming Chappelle's show, I was furious. How could they not know? So you know what I did? I called them and I told them that this makes me feel bad. And do you want to know what they did? They agreed that they would take it off their platform just so I could feel better.
That is GOAT-like behavior.
You're not supposed to do this in my business. I'm up here doing something that nobody else in this business has the balls to do. I'm telling you something that you need to know. I'm trying to explain to you what you're seeing. You don't understand what you're seeing.
Dave, in my opinion, you're the GOAT.
Like, Dave is one of the most, maybe the most intellectual comedian ever.
It took us 400 years to figure out as a people that white people's weakness the whole time was kneeling during their national anthem. That's a brittle spirit. That's right, nigga. On the rockets, regular. Ah! Ah! What are you doing, nigga? Stand up!
He stretched the art form and his impact on the culture. He is the voice of his generation, without question. Nobody's even close to him.
Dave, in my opinion, you're the GOAT. In my opinion, your last special has allowed you to surpass the Richard Pryor. In my opinion, Dave Chappelle, I got to witness do groundbreaking, controversial movement as a comedian in the times where comedy was being frowned upon. Comedians were being held accountable for doing what we thought we would never be ridiculed for.
Right.
The one person that stood on a pedestal that got the attention that no others can get outside of a myself, a Rock, a Seinfeld. He said, in the time where the fucking fire is the hottest, I'm going to do what nobody else will. You gotta fucking applaud that.
He stood up for comedy.
He stood up for comedy. Whether you want to see that or not,
Right.
he did that.
Yes, he did it when there was the most pressure.
When it was the most fucking pressure, and when the times of, we can cancel you, by the way, which is the stupidest shit that I've ever fucking witnessed in my 40 years of life. Dave Chappelle said, fuck all that. Do what you gonna do, I'm gonna do me. That is epic. That is groundbreaking. That is GOAT-like behavior. So I bow down to Mr. Chappelle.
For me,
Yeah.
like I just think he's the greatest living comedian.
And I still
man.
think,
Like,
I think, and I love Patrice, but
Yeah.
just the Chappelle, I just think GOAT, like I just do. And maybe Patrice is right underneath him or whatever.
like no matter what he does, it's good.
Yeah, but he's much,
Interesting.
and I'm not saying he is Trump at all. I think he's the greatest. But a Trump supporter, anything Trump does is brilliant. Chappelle earned that with us, but anything he does is brilliant.
So we're looking at him through like, what
And
is
he
it,
earned it. That's different than
rose-colored
Trump. Trump,
glasses or
yeah.
something like that.
Rose-colored glasses.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
deserves it. He's earned that.